si Charlene. Ano yan?
Sir, yung sa amin po ni Medina ay Saname po.
Okay. Bale, this week ko pa naman ibibigay yung guidelines for Saname.
Apa, thank you po.
How about the others? Axel?
Sir, yung amin po magpapacheck po kami sa inyo ng aming proposal.
Bale, sino ang nag-turn in ng inyo?
Si Ang po ata.
Bale, ngayon nyo lang to inano. Dinasab. Okay, so inyo ay whiteboard eraser then. Wait lang, open ko lang. Okay, sige. Okay naman din yung topic nyo. With your initial design naman. So, maliit lang na whiteboard yung gagamitin nyo.
Yung ano lang po, sir, katamtaman pong size po ng whiteboard.
Okay. So, may mga ganito na ding topic. So, make sure na lang na hindi magkakagaya yung design nyo.
Apo, i-improve na lang po namin if ever, sir.
Tapos, this is yung specific naman. Slider crank mechanism ang gagamitin nyo.
Noted po.
Okay, so kindly improve na lang muna ito inyong proposal kasi okay, so nandito naman pala yung inyong nandito naman yung components. Sige, okay, you can proceed na with the you can proceed na naman with the execution of your project. So lahat ba ng nandito ay may topic na? Bukod dun sa Name? Okay, so mukhang may topic na naman lahat. Okay, so our discussion for today ay mabilis lang. We're going to discuss lang yung ating instantaneous center of rotation. So mabilis lang to. We are going to discuss yung ating instantaneous center of rotation, which we are going to use sa ating velocity analysis. So for velocity analysis, one method of solving na gagamitin natin or one method for the velocity analysis ay yung ating instantaneous center method. So bukod naman dun sa ating bukod dun sa pag-solve natin ng velocity analysis, may iba't iba pa ding paggagamitan ng ating instantaneous center of rotation. Kaya naman, dapat alam natin paano ba tayo nag-identify ng ating instantaneous center, paano natin siya ilolocate, paano natin ilolocate yung ating instantaneous center in different kinds of mechanism. Okay, so wait lang, I will just going to present yung ating presentation. Okay, so our lesson for today is the instant center. We're going to locate, or this is the location of the instant center. So sabi nga dito, by definition, the concept of an instantaneous center of rotation is fundamental in kinematic analysis of mechanism and machine. So it is a key principle used in graphical and analytical determination of velocity in planar mechanism. So to be able for us to solve for the velocity, uh, we need to know the concept of the instantaneous center of rotation. So the instantaneous center of the body in a planar motion is the point at the velocity is momentarily zero. Okay, so sabi dyan, ang ating instantaneous center ay the point at which the velocity is momentarily zero. So at this given instant, the entire body rotates around this point as if it were a fixed pivot. So we have different kinds of kinematic pair na na-discuss. So paano ba natin ma-identify or paano ba natin malolocate kung nasa saan yung ating instantaneous center of rotation? So let's take an example first. We have a rolling pair. So we have this body which is rolling in the fixed ground. So by definition, instantaneous center, sabi nga dyan, the point at which the velocity is momentarily zero. Ibig sabihin, the entire body rotates around this point as if it were a fixed pivot. So, given this example, a rolling pair, so kapag mayroon tayong rolling pair, where do you think is the location of our instantaneous center? So sa tingin nyo, by its definition, saan ang location ng ating instantaneous center? You have any idea kung saan natin malolocate yung ating instantaneous center given yung ating definition?
Paulit nga po ng tanong, naglalag lang po.
Okay. So, sa lahat ba? Clear ba ang boses ko? Or naglalag? Hello. So, ulitin ko na lang. So, pakisabi kapag medyo maano yung audio ko. Medyo hindi marinig. Okay. So, my question is, by definition, ang ating instantaneous center, this is a point at which the velocity is momentarily zero. O kaya, at this given instant, the entire body rotates around this point as if it were a fixed pivot. So if you have a rolling pair, wherein meron tayong itong body na ito na nagro-rotate, let's say na paganto, it is rotating clockwise. Tapos we have this fix or the ground. So saan natin makikita ngayon yung ating instantaneous center? Do you have any idea by the definition na binigay sa atin? Sige, si Garcia.
So yung gitna po ba ng circle?
Ito ba ang sinasabi mo?
Opo.
Hindi ito yung ating... Okay. So, I will just show it to you. Sabi dito, the entire body rotates at this point at is where a fixed pivot. So, if we have a rolling pair, ang ating instantaneous center is located dun sa ating point of contact ng ating body, itong ating body na umiikot at ng ating fixed or yung ating ground. So kung meron tayong rolling pair, the instantaneous center is located dito, na part na ito. Ito yung point this is the point of contact ng ating two bodies. So if we are given a rolling pair, the instantaneous center of rotation lies at the point of contact of the two bodies. So, ang location ng ating instantaneous center ay sa point na ito. So, paano ba natin nasabi yun? So, the instantaneous center is perpendicular to the velocity of a point. So, let's take an example. Mas i-expand natin yung ating rolling pair. Okay, so for example, we have this rolling pair nga, yung kanina. Sabi natin, ito yung ating instantaneous center. That is the point of contact. That is the point of contact ng ating dalawang bodies. So, in a circle, we have three different velocity na makukuha. First, we have the, wait lang, ano ang tawag doon? We have the velocity of the center of the mass. First is the velocity of the center of the mass. So that is the velocity of the center of the mass. So the velocity of the center of the mass is parallel. Is parallel to our ground. So ito yung kanyang velocity of the center of the mass. Let's take an example. We are going to get the velocity of the center of the mass at a given point sa ating body. So let's say we have this point. Let's take this as point P. Point P, this is point O. Tapos ito, sabi yung ating instantaneous center, let's say this is point B. So, we have so na-identify na natin yung isa. So we have the center of the velocity of the center of the mass. So that is parallel to our ground. So at this point, our velocity, let's name this at V. Let's name this as VCM. So our velocity of the center of the mass is parallel sa ating ground. So ganito yung kanyang, wait lang. Ganito yung kanyang direction. Ganito yung kanyang direction. We have the VCM. Next, we have the velocity of the rotation or the velocity of rotation. So let's, since the direction is going to the right, so the rotation is in this direction. So the velocity of rotation ay ganito. So this is the velocity of rotation. So now, we are para makuha natin yung net velocity ng ating rolling pair, we are going to get yung resultant ng ating velocity of the center of the mass at saka ng ating velocity of rotation. So, kapag kukuha tayo ng net velocity, diba, we are using yung ating parallel, we are putting parallel lines ng ating dalawang direction, tapos we are going to put a line here. So, ito yung direction ng ating wait lang. Ito ngayon yung nagiging direction ng ating net velocity. So the net velocity is the resultant of our velocity of the center of the mass and our velocity of rotation. So ang sabi dyan, our net velocity or the total, yung ating pinaka-velocity, is perpendicular to the instant center of rotation. So this velocity, itong part na to, is perpendicular sa ating point of rotation, sa ating instantaneous center of rotation. So, ito yung ating mga basic velocity na makikita if we are talking about our rolling pair. So, the instantaneous center of rotation is perpendicular to the direction of our net velocity at any point. So, kahit saang point dito, ang isolve nyo, our net velocity is perpendicular. The direction of our net velocity is perpendicular sa ating instantaneous center of rotation. Okay, so everybody, nagets naman yung ating concept ng instantaneous center kapag meron tayong rolling pair. Okay, so now, how about if we have a turning pair? So we have this example, yung ating roller chain, saka itong figure na ito. Pero to make it more easier, di ba pag may turning pair tayo, we have, example, we have these two links. Wait lang, tumalaw. We have two links connected by a joint. So at this instant, pinasimple ko lang yung ating turning pair dito sa figure na ito. At this figure, where do you think is the location of our instantaneous center of rotation? So if you have a turning pair, ang ating instantaneous center of rotation is located at the joint. So dito sa part na ito, dun sa joint ng ating dalawang link, doon natin matatagpuan yung ating instantaneous center of rotation. Or in the case of turning pair, we're calling this yung ating axis of rotation. So if you have this roller chain, so we have this link, di ba? Itong link na ito. Tapos itong link na ito, they are connected by this joint. So ang kanilang instantaneous center of location is located at that point, or that is the axis of rotation. Okay, so clear naman tayo sa kapag turning pair. Sabi dito, ICR lies at the axis of rotation. Okay, so how about kapag meron tayong sliding pair? So let's say this is the slider. Tapos this is the fixed ground. And this is moving back and forth, diba? Let's say in this case, we are going to get a point sa ating slider. So we are going to identify the velocity at this point and the velocity at this point. Okay, so sabi natin kanina, our instantaneous center ay perpendicular. Ang ating instantaneous center is located at our perpendicular to the direction of our velocity. So yung kanina sa ating rolling pair, this point is the intersection. This point is the intersection ng kanyang perpendicular dito sa ating velocity na ito at saka sa ating ground. So paano naman kapag ganito? We have our sliding pair. First, sabi kanina ay perpendicular. It is perpendicular sa ating direction ng velocity. So kapag ganito, ang ating direction of velocity is going to the right, we are going to write a perpendicular line dito. So this is the perpendicular line. So to be able to find our instantaneous center, kailangan nating hanapin yung point of intersection ng ating dalawang perpendicular line. Okay, so at this point, do you think merong intersection? Magkakaroon ng intersection yung ating dalawang perpendicular line para makuha natin ang kanyang instantaneous center? So magkakaroon ba ng intersection yung ating dalawang perpendicular line dito? We have two straight line na parallel. Magtatagpo ba sila?
Hindi po, sir.
Okay. So, ano ngayon ang kanyang instantaneous center of rotation? Or yung ating instantaneous center? That is infinity. Okay. Thank you, si Galat. So, our instantaneous center, kapag meron tayong sliding pair on a flat ground, ay infinity. So, how about kapag meron tayong meron tayong concave na surface? If we have a concave surface, tapos we have our slider here, let's have this point. And this point. So at this point, our direction ng velocity, since paakyat siya, pero nandito pa tayo sa point na ito, ay going pababa. At this point naman, pataas na siya. Kasi this one ay pag ganun pa lang siya, tapos dito sa side na to, pataas naman siya. So ito, ganito yung kanyang direction ng velocity. So we are assuming muna yung ating direction ng velocity. Tapos ito, pataas naman. So sabi kanina, we are going to... Okay, may nag-chat lang. Sige, mamaya na lang after ng ating klase. We are going to draw the perpendicular line with our direction of velocity. So we are going to put this, tapos ito. Okay. So, di ba nagkameron tayo ng intersection? So, that intersection is our instantaneous center. Meaning, kapag ang ating palang surface ng slider ay concave, magkakameron tayo ng instantaneous center. Hindi siya magiging infinity, katulad kapag flat surface. Okay, so clear ba tayo doon? Okay, so how about naman kapag meron naman tayong convex surface? So if you have a convex surface, tapos nandito yung ating slider, tapos we have these 2 points. So at this point, ang kanyang velocity is pataas kasi 'di ba gaganto siya. Tapos bababa siya dito. So ito, ang velocity naman ito is going to the this direction. So ngayon, we are going to draw yung ating perpendicular line sa ating velocity or the direction of velocity. So meron pa rin tayong intersection, point of intersection, which is our instantaneous center of rotation. Okay, so that is the different cases kapag ka meron tayong sliding pair. So we have the flat surface. Kapag ka flat surface, ang ating instantaneous center is infinity. Pero kapag ka ang sliding pair natin is convex or concave, hindi siya magiging infinity. Magkakaroon siya ng ating value. Okay, so naintindihan naman yung ating location of instantaneous center kapag ka sliding pair. Okay. So, ito, hindi na naman to. Okay. Kapag ka naman given tayo ng multiple links, so paano natin malulocate yung ating instantaneous centers? So, kapag ka meron na tayong multiple links, hindi na lang iisa yung kanyang instantaneous center of rotation. Our first step sa pag-locate at pag-identify ng ating instantaneous center ay we are going to find the number of ICR using this formula. So kindly take note of this formula. Ito ang gagamitin natin para makuha kung ilan yung ating ICR. So we have the number of instantaneous center is equals to the number of links times the number of links minus 1 over 2. So kindly take note of our formula. Let's take an example, yung ating usually na ginagamit. We have the 4-bar linkage. Let's say this is point A, B, C, and D. So this is link 1, link 2, link 3, and link number 4. Okay? So, kunin muna natin ilan yung ating instantaneous center. So using our formula, what will be our number of instantaneous center? So ang number of links natin ay 4. So we have 4 times 4 minus 1 over 2. So ilan ang ating instantaneous center?
Six po.
6 po.
Okay, so we have 6 instantaneous centers. Okay, so another step or our step 2, we are going to list or we are going to identify ano yung ating mga instantaneous center. Okay, so para mas madali, we can use listing method. I-prepare natin yung ating lahat ng links. So we have link 1, link 2, link 3, and link 4. So we have the instantaneous center at 1, link 1 and 2, instantaneous center at 1, 3, instantaneous center at 1, 4. We also have sa 2 and 3, at saka sa 2 and 4. Tapos we have instantaneous center sa 3 and 4. So pag naman binaligtad, yung pa din yun, we have instantaneous center ng 1, 2, that is just the same sa instantaneous center ng link 2 and 1. Okay. So kanina, by definition, if we have a turning pair, the instantaneous center of rotation is located at our joint, di ba? So with that definition, ma-identify natin na meron tayo ditong 4 na instantaneous center. So we have this. So this is our instantaneous center sa 1 and 2. This is sa 2 and 3. Tapos, meron tayo sa 3 and 4. Instantaneous center sa 1 and 4. Okay, so i-drawing ko lang ng panibago. Okay. So, kanina, we have this point A, point B, point C, point D. Tapos, this is link 1, link 2, link 3, and link 4. So, we already identified yung ating 4 instantaneous center kasi we have turning pairs. Tapos, ang pag-turning pairs, we have the instantaneous center at the join. So, we have the instantaneous center at 1, 2, instantaneous center at 2, 3, 3, 4, at saka 1, 4. Ngayon, may nawawala pa tayong dalawa. So, in our list, we have already yung 1, 2. We have the 2, 3. 2, 3. 3, 4. Saka yung ating 1, 4. So, hindi pa natin alam nasan yung ating instantaneous center at ng link 1 and 3 at saka ng 2 and 4. Okay, so paano natin ngayon yan kukunin? Para makuha yan, we are going to extend yung ating 4 na links. Tapos, para makuha yung kanilang instantaneous center, tulad ng sabi natin kanina, we are going to get yung intersection ng ating dalawang links. Okay? So for this, unahin natin yung ating instantaneous center at 1, 3. So yung ating link 1, extend natin. So ito ay parallel sa ground. So ito yung ating pinaka-extension of our link number 1. Tapos, we are going to extend naman yung ating link number 3. Okay? So this is our point of intersection. So this point is our instantaneous center at 1, 3. Okay? So, nagets kung paano natin na-identify yung ating 1, 3. May nag-raise hand ba? So, naintindihan naman? So, we have another one, yung ating instantaneous center at 2, 4. So, extend natin yung ating link 2. At extend natin yung ating link 4. So, we have this intersection. So, this is our I2, 4. Okay. So, with that, nakuha na natin yung ating 6 na instantaneous center. We already know the location ng ating 6 na instantaneous center. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So, naintindihan naman kung paano nakuha. Ngayon, we are going to identify naman ano yung ating types ng instantaneous centers. So, this example naman, same lang dun sa ating example kanina. Okay, so the first type of instantaneous center ay yung ating fixed instantaneous centers. Sabi dyan, this remains in the same position relative to the fixed ground for all configuration of the mechanism. So by definition, where do you think is the location ng ating alin dito? Alin sa mga instantaneous center dito yung ating fixed instantaneous center. So this is at the fixed ground. Okay, so dito sa ating 6 na instantaneous center, alin dito yung ating fixed na instantaneous center? Okay, so ang ating fixed instantaneous center dito is yung ating 1, 4, and 1, 2. Kasi itong point na to ay fixed na sa ating ground. So, hindi na yan gagalaw. Next, we have our permanent instantaneous center. So, this instantaneous center moves when the mechanism moves. So, this ICs moves with the mechanism but remain constant at two specific links they are associated with. Okay, so for this example, we have our link, uh, we have our I34 and I23. So these links are uh, permanent between our link. For this example, we have link 4 and link 3, tapos ito link 2 and link 3. So they moves with the mechanism unlike yung ating fixed instantaneous center. Next, we have our neither fixed nor moving ICs. So dito, sa ating example, yung ating neither fixed or moving instantaneous center ay itong ating I34 and I24. So sabi dyan, by definition, these ICs do not have a definite physical location. So hindi siya, kaya natin siya nakuha kasi we get the intersection no extension pa ng ating links. So they do not have a definite physical location and appear momentarily in a certain position. Okay, so naintindihan naman yung ating tatlong types ng instantaneous center. So we have the fixed. We have the fixed instantaneous center, yung ating 1, 4, and 1, 2, permanent instantaneous center, 3, 4, and 2, 3. Tapos yung ating neither fixed or permanent instantaneous center, yung ating I1, 3, at I2, 4. Okay, so naintindihan naman yung pag-identify natin nun.
Yes, po, sir.
Okay, so that will be our lesson muna for today. So for our next meeting, we're going to use the concepts of instantaneous center para naman sa pagsosolve natin ng velocity. So ang mahalaga lang ngayon, you are able to identify and locate kung nasan ba yung ating mga instantaneous centers. Okay, so do you have any questions?
None po.
And so far po, sir.
Okay, so sino nga yung humabol sa attendance? Andaya. Andaya, sino pa? Valdez, nandito ba? Ang Obeda, Timayuga, Katapia,
Present po, sir.
Okay.
Sir, present po.
Okay. Okay na yung kalendaryo. Okay. So, kung wala na kayo ibang concern, I will give the rest of our time para sa inyong design project.